stop me in the middle of my stream. I try to upload it, and it's saying it's in progress. I want to get in. I'm talking about like I was gonna start talking about turning streaming into like money. How like I have different opinion. Or I have like knowledge on a lot of this stuff. And maybe it can be proven or whatever. It's like I guess it's better to talk about it with other people, but a lot of time people don't know. I don't know like what's important. Is this trying to get shit? I like talking and stuff, but you know, waste time. Oh, I seen where that Emily CC girl. She's fucking live streaming her entire life around. And then I see that she's like good looking. I was like, how's? And she's talking about no social life. It seemed real. Some stuff you don't know, like it's real because it's on the interwebs. You don't know. Sometimes you have these truther people, and you don't know whether or not they're part of the same system. They're like warning people, screaming about like the bigger ones. It's obviously obvious with Alex Jones or whatever, but some of these smaller ones, and they don't. Some of them don't show their face, and then one will die. Like this one guy. This one guy who comes to mind is Pockets of the Future, but he didn't. There's this one guy who died, and it was like, oh, Jeff Censored. Okay, Jeff Censored. He dies, and people are saying, oh, it's that one guy, this bald guy. Oh, fuck. He's like another comedian. I don't know. He looks like some kind of Frasier guy. I don't know. But anyways, like that's the way it is in the truther community. So you don't know who's like an asset or whatever. But Alex Jones, like I said, is obvious. Jeff Censored, he died, and it was like, how do we not know? They shouldn't we just assume they killed him? And he sounds who is I don't know. I know with the face of the guy. I don't know his name. This bald guy. But yeah, he talked about stuff. Like in this other guy, Pockets of the Future. I said this other guy is call for an uprising. So I think people like that are valuable. They have important information and stuff, but then they like tell you about religion and stuff. I see this one Stranger Than Fiction. I don't know. Like obviously some of it. Yeah, yeah, you're an alien. I am an alien. Okay, that's good. Tell me about your home planet, Galax, Galaxiad, Galaxidad. You never heard of any of this stuff? Is what you're saying? No, but I remember growing up, like, and asking questions about the world and being curious about the world, and watching like I knew about stuff before Fahrenheit 9/11. My parents were somewhat open-minded to certain things. You know, that makes a big difference. I don't know, like, and I remember I don't know, like welding class and just imagining how different the world could be. And now I've kind of changed my mind where I'm trying to look at like more practical things of like I'm doing roofing now, and it's like to me when I was in this welding class, it was so obvious how things were not right or not working. But it was like I don't know. differently now, but I sort of feel like maybe I was more aware in certain ways when I was younger, where I was more in tune with certain things, but then unaware of certain other things. And I'm trying to think of this guy. GIFs. I'm gonna type in GIFC is, and then who's that guy? He's like this bald guy. It's so hard to put a fucking face, like a name to a face. So much like the fucking Frasier guy, but so annoying. Like, and experience other people's consciousness in the salvia. It's like this emotional falling for me. Everybody's different at the same time, and where it's one dimension falling into another, like a flip book or tearing. It's like pulling itself apart, like falling, like in a court, like down the stairs, the fucking slinky or whatever. But and I remember, like on a low dose, like the window, like usually I go outer body right away, like just out. I remember one time I tried to sit in a chair and they're like, you just like fell and hit your head, and I was like, I did it just to entertain them pretty much. But the one guy, he was coming out of the salvia. I felt bad, like I did it right after he came out, so I didn't have to deal with him, like me feeling bad about him coming. Like he came back to me just being good. But yeah, and they're like, yeah, you just fell in there, and I was like, but um, yeah, it was like other people's consciousness, other people's emotion. It taught you something about your emotions, where it was like this emotional falling, and you couldn't stop it, and it was like uncomfortable. It's like one reality splitting into the other, and I remember my friend like filming me, and I started going like I'm doing some weird stuff with my hand that like in the video, like I was like, oh, like I was surprised that was like my body's representation of the trip I was having. I was like, oh, that makes sense because what I seen was like the whole world like implode in on itself and start falling like from here to there, but I'm doing like and that was in my room, and the stupid son of a bitch Jesse lost my camera. Yeah, and I was getting angry about that recently. I worked with him doing roofing. This is why I don't know how to like in the world like a man. Oh fuck! It's a lot. It's a lot like accomplishing anything. Um, yeah, little goals, I guess. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't know. Some people have the mind, oh, if I'm determined and all this stuff. A lot of it is like other people. It's outside of your control. You can decide like, oh, I want to go to the grocery store. If you're so Mr. Determined and all this stuff, and somebody else, like you have to go what convince some other guy or like at some points. I don't think it's worth all that. It's like you might as well join a gang and like be some henchman kind of guy. um, yeah, making money. Like why is money like so got you need? I wish we could what I'll go off with have a parallel society where you know what I'm saying. I'm kind of losing my energy. I don't know what to do during the day. Like I have today off because it's raining. It's supposed to be roofing. I guess tomorrow will be different. Tomorrow's better. It's better like a lot of people when they don't know what work to do. I was struggling not finding work, and roofing, I like it. And usually, a lot of times, the job is not good because the people you work with. And it's like roofing's supposed to be hard work and all this stuff, and hard on your body, but really, it's the people that make it like that decide whether it's work or not. It can be fun, and I want to like enjoy. It is fun, especially if I'm by myself. And like I might not have as much motivation. It might not work as fast. Have to think more, but it's a lot better than being annoyed. Like sometimes these guys they play the music or whatever, and just like you don't you want to work at your own. us back, isn't it almost our fault at that point? Like it's like the collective like retardation that's holding us back. Isn't it our fault that they are able to get away with it, sort of thing? And it's like, well, I'm one person. What am I supposed to go shout from the fucking mountaintops? Like, you know, okay. I feel like ending it is around 20, a nice round 20 minutes there. But maybe soon. I'm thinking tomorrow will be better because I'm working. But it's it's good when you're working and keeping yourself busy. You don't have time to mope around and be sad because you're just doing stuff all day long. I don't know. It's nice something like to have the balance. Like sometimes, and you don't have the guidance of where to go. Like I have this app. It's like temporary work. I could have did that today, and I feel like maybe I should have. But it's like raining. I'm just lazy, like sleeping all day. I don't know if it's lazy. I don't know. Like yesterday, I kind of got up 10 o'clock today. I got up at noon, and it's like what to do. Should I go? Like I was trying this gold panning, go and get gold from the river valley, and uh, you can't get some gold. The gold is there, but it just takes way too long to like gather it up. I want to try and get better at doing it, so then you're more like self-independent or whatever. I think that's the real answer is not get caught up in the stupid games and all the traps and stuff and try and get out like your own way. And I think with that gold, like gold and silver, if you can collect gold, that's good. Like it's been money for a long time, and I feel like that's a threat to them. If they can't control the money supply, they're not having fun, sort of thing. They don't want they only want you to get some prospector's license or some shit, or you can't run a sluice box, or you gotta get some kind of permit. Oh, you gotta get a permit to sell ice cream in the fucking. You need a permit to sell the pop. Like fuck all that. Fuck that. All right, and yeah, and like the rules sort of thing. Like why do people think that following the rules that you are a good person just for following the rules of society? And I say rule, it's not even like it's not even agreed upon rules. Is what a law they've conflated. Like a true crime should be you leave a material victim, and they can just create whatever law they want tomorrow, pass legislation, and these henchmen or cops or whatever, they go. Maybe they don't want to enforce it, but they sign up to enforce all the laws, not just the ones they agree with. And why would like sometimes governments like oppressive one like they're all it's all one big government I think, but like the one world order I think we already live in it. The one world, the new world order. Like who's how do we know? Like oh the new world order, one world government. Okay, we're already like it's like we're already there. But like I was getting pissed off like with thinking like getting angry how not following the law. Sometimes that's what you need is like people so angry to like see through the shit like get so angry that like but sometimes like some laws like you'll get nervous because you're gonna get a ticket in the mail because oh if I go through this red light I know it's perfectly safe or